I'm Del Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are having yourself a sunnier, warmer day. Yes, the older I am, the more that I think. And I think that part of my philosophy, and it may be because of my adopted mother being a teacher, but I do believe that part of my philosophy is education. I do believe that every single one of us should partake in continuing education. For 25 plus years, I was involved with the insurance industry with what, let me use the term of a captured carrier. We were all employees of that particular company, along with the agents. And I moved around from Sioux City, Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa, and Minneapolis, Fargo, and finally Sioux Falls in those 25 plus years. And at each and every station that I was involved with, I tried to emphasize my philosophy of education. And what's the purpose of education? Again, part of my philosophy, I believe the purpose of education is action. Do something with what you are learning. Now, it may be not a direct correlation, it could be down the road, but do something with your education. And so in those different offices that I was involved with in the 25 years, I would always stress continuing education as being part of making us better, not only to ourselves, but particularly to those that we serve. And I bet in all those different places that I was in, I maybe had 10 associates that were directly under me, that worked with me directly, that continued their education with some formal education. Now, the last 27 plus years, I'm involved as being a owner of an organization, that Financial Markets Incorporated. Get this, folks. We have 21 degrees. We have 21 continued education degrees that those associates self-hold that are industry-wide recognized. And if I would include then some particular association degrees that are recognized, I would be up in the 30s. That's a lot of continued education. And the purpose of education is action. And I firmly believe that my associates continuing their education can serve those that they serve much, much better. Well, I'm not stopping with my continued education. I'm looking at pursuing the AEP, the Associate of Estate Planners, through the National Association there. But I think far, far more important is that I am pursuing this degree, an LDGP. Yes, in fact, some of you may already hold that degree. I'm working on it. LDGP. And in my work study, in trying to get this continuing education, I'm not going at it alone. No, not by any means. I've got someone right by my side helping me there. LDGP. A long distance grandparent degree. What are some tips? And indeed, if you have that degree, you already do, that LDGP, please pass on some of those tips. As I said, I'm not at it alone. LaDonna is by my side, and we are both going for that degree, that continuing education for our little grandson, Henry. You see, he is in Greenwood, New Jersey, about an hour north and west of Newark and New York City. And we are here in Heartland, Rapid City, South Dakota. So you can use your imagination, think of where the four faces are of the presidents, and now go all the way to New York City. That's how long distance, LD, it is. One of the tips I came across was you can't have an overabundance of pictures. Yes, pictures. Not only pictures that you take, of course, but pictures of little Henry taken by his parents in all different scenes. They say you cannot have enough pictures. And now with the advent, we have something called, and you may have too, something called the portal. With the portal, we can then transfer all the pictures from our phone and those that are sent to us and put it on the portal, and then it will then scroll through. So I have pictures of Henry on my phone. I have pictures on a couple little screens in my office. And of course, we have these scrolling pictures of Henry on the portal. Number one tip, can't have too many pictures. Another tip, get in the regiment of a constant contact, if you want to call it that. And we do it on a portal call, usually on the weekends. And we are still under Henry's schedule as far as bath time and going to bed time. And again, I said we're going for that LDGP. There is a 2-hour difference also. So when Henry goes down at 7:30 for bed, it's 5:30 here. But we say don't use that as an excuse. Have a consistent time of making contact with your grandchild. Find ways for him or her to then hear your voice, to see you. We've got one of these little books where you can record a story, and we got that yet to record and send to him. Or we try to increase the number of times that we see Henry. This year, 2024, we're looking at going there 3 times a year. Not enough, I know, but we're trying to look at ways that we can comfortably fit into Henry's life and his beloved parents. And indeed, they are busy. That was another tip that we have to, on this side, as grandparents, recognize that the parents can be very, very busy. So again, if you have a loved one, and maybe it needs to be just your LD degree, long distance degree, LDR, long distance degree to relative, wherever they may be, how are you then communicating with them? LaDonna's mom lives, about a good 10-hour drive from here. About every day, she'll talk to her again on the portal call. So, wish us the best as we look for ways that we can continue to get some check marks off so that we're able to continue our education. And the purpose of education was action. Action. How are you? Let me use the phrase, how are you sharpening your axe? How are you doing your continued education? Hey, I'm in my 70s. If I'm continuing my education, I know that you can. Because you know what? We're in this together. And I'm rooting for you. Yes, I am. And with all the continuing education, if one thing, if has taught me. It has taught me this. Blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care.